Hello everybody, we have a really exciting week ahead and I want to do a reading for you for that week. Yes, because first of all, it's a Valentine's Day, the day of love, and on the 15th of February, one day afterwards, we have a eclipse, another eclipse, the second big eclipse. We actually have a solar eclipse, a partial solar eclipse in Aquarius, which is the opposite sign, the polarity sign of Leo. And we just had this huge full moon lunar eclipse in Leo just a little while ago, and that was so powerful. So this cycle continues. And what does that mean? What does it mean for us? I think it's pretty significant that we have Valentine's Day and that solar eclipse so close together, because Valentine's Day is about love, about showing love, connecting with the one you love and with everybody that you love, right? All your loved ones, your friends, your family, and so on. And Aquarius, it's interesting, is about setting yourself free. Now, that sounds like it's kind of like doesn't fit, but it does. It really does. Because if you truly love and support someone, you want the best for them. You want them to be free, and you need to feel free yourself. And Aquarius is all about breaking out of the norm, breaking out of the paradigm, bringing out the best, the most authentic self out into the world. Aquarius does not like to be contained, does not like to be held down, does not like to be held back. So it's actually really beautiful. So next week, I feel is important for you to remember to really let yourself break out of the norm, break out of your little capsule in society. And that way you can bring more excitement into your love relationships, right? I mean, if you have a love relationship that wants to sustain itself, you always need to bring something new, fresh, and authentic in there. And authenticity is the most important thing. Authenticity is exciting, keeps things sparkly. So next week, do that. Why don't you just take the whole week and just say, okay, what the heck? I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care what people say about me. I'm going to be my most authentic, weird, quirky, unique self. And I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna let it out. And I'm going to, in love, maybe do things I haven't done before. You know? Perhaps be a little different, be a little naughty, be a little quirky. In connecting on that Valentine's Day, do something different. Do something that you haven't dared to do, that you haven't dared to say. What about that? Does that sound good? So you have permission to be a little naughty, to be a little different, to be a little quirky. I give you permission. Okay? All right. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Natasha, your Empress of Wands. Before we start throwing out the cards, you can work with me one-on-one. There's my email. There's the link. It's all there. Okay? So I'd love to work with you. Now let's see what this beautiful opening, this beautiful love connection that you can do, those energies. Let's see how you can manifest them and use them next week. All next week. First card out. This is saying something about that Queen of Coins reversed. Look at this for a second. This looks very stable, very set. You know, this doesn't look super exciting and quirky. This is a foundation of love. This is a really good foundation that you have. But the reversal of it tells me you have that foundation so you can dare to do something a little different. Dare to do something a little different. Take that Aquarian energy and burst out of your seams a little bit, okay? The other person will understand. They'll actually embrace it. So, Queen of Coins reversed. Taking a risk is not going to destroy those foundations of a really good relationship, right? So let's continue and see what else we have coming up here. Okay. Oh, Three of Cups. Wow, this is a central card here. Three of Cups. This is absolutely talking about doing something different, connecting on a deep level, and being yourself. Look, these people are partying, these people are celebrating, they're dancing, they're drinking. I don't mean you have to drink, right? But the whole point of this card, the whole energy of this card is just like, let it loose a little bit. Let it loose, let it go. Have a good time. Really celebrate next week. You got to celebrate Valentine's Day. Have you made any plans? If you haven't made plans, that's okay. Then do something spontaneous, like an Aquarian would do, okay? And remember, we are in the age of Aquarius, the larger cycle of the earth, the larger celestial cycle. We have come into the age of Aquarius. So why do you think that the consciousness is shifting so fast? Why do you think that people are actually allowing themselves to open up and do things that were unheard of, that might be judged? Because we are coming into this age of Aquarius, and it's an age of awakening. It's an age of enlightenment. It's an age of true authenticity, where you can be your authentic self. 50 years ago, I probably couldn't, sit here in public, throw out the tarot cards and do all that. A lot of people are trance channeling, which looks really weird, and it's a bit scary. And, we're more open to all of that. And the message here is, next week start. Okay, the solar eclipse in this Aquarian energy will make it easier for you, right? Let's see. We're getting some really good cards here. Knight of Cups, my goodness. This is following your heart. Following your heart of what it is that you truly feel like doing in every given moment. What do you feel like doing now? Do you feel like dancing? Do you feel like running around? Do you feel like shouting? Following your heart. Next week, you got to do that. And look at this progression. This is so beautiful. I want to let you see these cards. This progression of, knowing you have this solidity in your love relationships, even in the relationship with yourself. And you're not going to put that into jeopardy by doing something different, by doing something that's not so traditional. I mean, the Queen of Coins is a, earthy energy, very traditional, very set, very fixed. And this is already saying, okay, like cups, all right, we're moving into water. Aquarius, I know it's an air sign, but Aquarian energy is very flowing. It's very flowing. And it's very high, a very high vibrational energy. And here you can see, this is an energy of really getting into the flow already. And that's kind of on Valentine's Day, moving more towards the middle of the week. Okay? Really connecting with your heart. And then the Knight of Cups, right here as the third card. That is just okay. Bring it on, baby. They're waiting for you. And this is the ultimate love card. This is the ultimate love card. This is the lover, male or female, coming towards you, offering you something. This is you going and offering something really unique and really different to your lover, or to anyone that you love, anyone you have a heart connection to. So these are actually really, really simple messages that are coming out for you next week. These are messages telling you to be authentic, show your love, don't hold back. The Queen of Coins holds back a little bit. The Queen of Coins, this is a good energy to have sometimes. You need the stability, the groundedness, the tradition, that earthiness. But it's coming reversed for next week. It's coming reversed for that Valentine's week, for that Aquarian week. So I want to just look a little deeper here. This is so beautiful. This is the most Valentine-y spread that you can get for that next week. So let's see. This one's coming out. Look at this. Ace of Wands and Five of Swords. So this is telling me next week. Look at this. Next week, when you're putting your love out, you may become aware of those who are not totally in the same vibration, and that's totally okay. Okay? Because if you step into a vibration of love, and if you see everything through eyes of love, look, this is all about love and being unique. Others may think, oh, what are you doing? This is weird. Why aren't you acting how you usually act? These are people who might, you know, come out with that sort of behavior. But that's totally okay, because look, you're getting this. The Ace of Wands is a card of a new beginning. This is a card showing you that, you know, once you start to step into more authenticity, then there's no stopping it. Then, you know, then anything is possible. So you can really use next week's energies, especially of the solar eclipse, especially, you know, on the 15th. Use that energy to start something new in you, to awaken your own authentic self. Really use that. And you know, the eclipses, the energies of the eclipses last for a long time. They last up to 6 months. That's how powerful they are. And if you go into next week with an intention of, okay, where am I not being authentic? What am I doing that's not really me? Where am I just following the trend, following the fashion, following what other people are doing? Look into your work, look into your words, look into your actions, look into your love. Are you expressing your true authentic self? Why are you holding back? Because of these people? You're never going to be able to please everyone. You can't please everyone. I know that. You know, I'm out here in the public talking, and in the beginning I was like, oh, what if these people don't like it? What if I get trolls? But in the end, if you try to please everybody, then you're not going to be your authentic self. You're going to hold back. So in the end, it's just what's in your heart has got to come out. What's in your heart is always right. And those who don't like it or who say something against it, I say bad luck for them. Who cares? You know, who cares? As long as it's coming from your heart, it's going to be good. And it's going to really bring out, it's going to really shift something in you, and you can use that to make a new beginning, of being your authentic self, and to really create something new, to create something into being. It really is true. And next week, I feel, I mean, this year has already been really, really fantastic. It's been amazing. The energies have been amazing. Like this year, for me, vibrationally, when I feel out there, when I meditate, when I feel all of you, when I feel the collective consciousness, the energies are different than last year. They're different. They're better. The vibration is higher. The consciousness is more open. There's more heart. So these eclipse times, these special energies that can kind of support us in our growth, use those. And next week is one of those weeks. And on the 15th, it's one of those days where the energies can really, really support you in bringing out that authenticity. So the whole next week, like I said, do something crazy, do something different, do something that you've always wanted to do. Follow your heart. Then you can't go wrong. Okay? All right. Before we move on, I want to do one card here. I just feel compelled to do the card here. And this is a deep underlying energy. So I want to tune into the collective consciousness and draw a past life card for the collective consciousness. I think I haven't done that for everybody, just for each sign. Let's tune in and see what we need to embrace or know from the collective consciousness of the past, what we need to know right now for next week, what we need to embrace. Let's see if we get a vision for you, for all of us. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's about love, unrequited love. This means love that couldn't happen, love that was not possible. So let's see if we get a vision here. The collective consciousness. Okay. This is very interesting. What I got here, I saw the collective consciousness back in time where we were all more separate. We weren't as unity connected as we are today. And I just kind of saw each person in their own little bubble feeling very lonely, feeling as though they couldn't connect, because love is about connection. And I just saw each person in their own little bubble, wanting connection, wanting love, looking for something, their heart being kind of closed off. And it used to be so hard to tap into that flow of collective love. Have you tapped into the flow of collective love? It exists. And if you tap into that, you won't feel lonely anymore, and you won't feel like this anymore. Unrequited love, love that couldn't be possible. I see this more on a global scale, where we are more and more now connecting, opening, merging, our consciousness opening, understanding that we are all connected. And one thing that I know, we are all connected with our hearts. Our hearts are all connected, not our minds. That's why it's all about doing things from your heart, moving from your heart, because our hearts are all connected. You and me and everyone else, our hearts understand each other. They feel each other. And like, it's almost as if those little bubbles that were like so strongly around each person have been burst, have been released, have kind of dissolved, so we can all feel each other more. We don't feel alone like this anymore. We don't feel isolated anymore. We don't have to. And if you say, well, I feel isolated, I don't feel that collective love, maybe you haven't looked for it yet, you haven't done that work, you haven't done the meditation, you haven't opened yourself up. It all takes a little bit of work, you know, it doesn't come automatically like this. I meditate every day now. And I feel the love, I feel the collective consciousness. I feel your heart in all your hearts. I have that connection. And it's about that. It's about unity consciousness. And that is what the age of Aquarius is all about. That's what that eclipse in Aquarius next week is all about. And that is what Valentine's Day is all about. Okay. So you know what to do. Next week, connect with your heart. Not only to your loved ones, but to the whole collective. And tune in a little bit. And I tell you, you will feel it. You will feel it. You absolutely will. Okay. I wish you a beautiful, love-filled Valentine's week next week. Let me know what you think. Sending you a lot of love from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I feel your love every day, especially when I look at my phone and I see all your beautiful comments and messages. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep them coming, and I will keep the love going to you. Ciao for now, Natasha, your Empress of Wands.